news. Please. We need to make progress. We need to make progress. Let me ask you this very simple.
No, because we
among the Muslims.
Let's for a recap to people. We've given quotes of people like Benjamin, the commander-in-chief.
You did not give a quote. You did not give a quote.
Excuse me. You called them Amalekite.
No, wait a second. Wait a second. I asked you.
And there's many people within that. People can look at themselves. People can search that.
I asked you in particular whether there is appetite among Israeli leadership that they are going to wipe out all Palestinians. You claim that without evidence. We quickly go to the Please speak to me. Please don't be distracted.
But would you agree to move the conversation on? People can search, have Israeli ministers.
Please, we need to get to the details right now. So number one, we agreed on this, and number two, we said that it is very hard to identify who Hamas operators are. We agreed. Let me ask you a very simple question right now. Let me ask you, what do you think Israel should do to wipe out Hamas? What do you think Israel should do?
Let's start.
Go man to man.
We're not talking
Come face to face. Come man to man. Tell them one on one. Tell them what you see them.
I'm not asking you.
They got all these millions of pounds of weapons, these drones, and they can't find them.
Let's start off with what they shouldn't do. What they shouldn't do.
When you see your dad dying, you're going to be a Hamas member. So you have to kill all Palestinians.
Bro, listen. Tell him, yeah. Imagine there's 5 terrorists here and we all get bombed. Is that justifiable? Tell him.
What we shouldn't do is bomb Jews, Christians, Palestinians. Remember, Palestinians aren't just Muslims.
Not get into the strategy, please. In the interest of time,
so
please give me a strategy.
We shouldn't bomb them. If we should be patient, number one, do your research, find out. Mossad can go in, they can infiltrate, they can find the leadership if they need to, and they can have it one-on-one. They can go in there and they can do targeted killings as the US and the British forces have done in the past.
Who are the Hamas? I'm a little bit confused right now.
Okay.
Is the Hamas only 10 people? Or who are the Hamas?
Thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. We're talking hundreds of thousands. I'm asking you. Exactly. What should the strategy for Israel be? Stage 2. One second. Please focus. How should Israel deal with the hundreds and thousands of these Hamas operators? Well, if you don't agree on a simple fact, I don't think we can have a sensible
There's not hundreds of thousands of Palestinians.
How many are there? Please let me know. How many are there?
We don't know.
No, you tell me. What is your prediction? What's your prediction? Hamas moves over Gaza. What's your prediction? What's your prediction?
Let me speak.
But you need to give me an answer. What's the prediction of how many Hamas operatives exist?
So to answer your question directly, no one knows how many Hamas operatives there are. No, we don't. Number two, but what we do know is every time you bomb them, every time you do these military campaigns, it increases their popularity.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care. You don't have a strategy. And I'm really sad. Do you think Israel should survive? Please, let me know.
No.
I think Israel have absolutely a right to
And
survive.
therefore, let's do it.
I believe, I value Jewish life, I value Christian life, I value Muslim life.
Very good. So, Jewish is an ethnicity. I don't know why you're confusing religion with that.
It's not recognized.
Jewish life, we agree. So please, one second. Please put yourself in the shoes of Jewish leadership today.
I have Jewish friends.
Does not matter. Just because you have Jewish friends, it doesn't mean you're making sense. Please tell me. Give me one good strategy for the nation of Israel to deal with the hundreds and thousands of Hamas operators. Are you saying that? How many are there? How many Hamas operatives are there? How many Hamas operators?
Can we agree there's not hundreds of thousands?
How many are there? How many are there?
No, well, listen, we can't speculate.
How many are there?
We don't need to. We don't. If we don't know, we don't know.
How many are there?
We don't know.
Guess.
We don't. I don't want to know.
That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. You guys.
In academic discussion,
That's what you do.
do you know what it is?
So let me. In other words,
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
So
But what we do know, every time you bomb Palestinians, there's going to be more of them.
Can I
right?
give you-
If someone bombed and killed my mum, I would want to annihilate those
Okay,
people.
good. My dear friend, my dear friend, one second. So you are saying,
Otherwise, you're not a man. You're not a man if you don't do that.
you are saying you don't know how many Hamas operatives are there.
There are.
One second, excuse me, sir. I'm speaking. My dear young friend, please. I'm speaking. How many you don't know? You don't know, yeah? So how do you know? One second. You don't know how many are there. So why do you think most of the people who are killed today are civilians when you don't know how many Hamas operatives are
What
there?
I do know, from my understanding, is Israel actually funded Hamas when it
Irrelevant.
No,
We're
no,
talking
no,
about-
no,
whoa,
it's not
irrelevant.
It's not
You're just bringing in more rabbit holes so you can hide somewhere very deep. So far, in many questions I've asked, you haven't got to the bottom of any question, my dear friend. I'd really like you to get to the bottom of at least
I
some
feel like
questions
I've answered
somewhere.
them.
Please, let me ask you again.
Yeah, please.
When you don't know, because to me that's very,
And I said I don't know how many operatives there are.
when you don't know how many are there, let's at least not be once. At least don't be hypocritical. When you don't know how many are there, how many Hamas operatives are there, how would you ever get to know what proportion of who are killed are civilians versus Hamas operatives?
So I think your question is centered around strategy. The strategy.
No. I'm talking to you right now. You have accused a nation of genocide, and for that, for your accusation, one of the important points you
I
brought
understand.
up
So you're
was
saying
that
because I don't know
many
the numbers,
civilians,
so-
few Hamas operatives is
Okay.
part of the storyline.
Okay.
I'd like to find out
So-
if you don't know
I follow
who
your
are,
tra- I
who
follow
are
what you're
Hamas
saying.
operatives.
So-
How do you know what is the percentage of Hamas operatives who are killed?
Listen, I'm saying there is certainly some people that Hamas.
Bro, he knows what to do.
How many?
What I would say.
What's the
is that-
percentage?
but
Please.
The
Rough
large
percentage.
amount, the stats say is mainly children that died.
No, please. I'm not. Excuse me. I don't want you to. Excuse me, my dear friend.
I don't think you're being genuine.
I don't. You haven't given any meat to chew
I
on
think
right
you've
here
come
so
here.
far.
I want to.
So far,
I want to.
no
I'm
meat
not
to
here
chew
for
on.
point scoring.
How to identify a Hamas operative?
I'm
No
here for
answer.
people.
Who told you that all Gazans must be wiped out by an Israeli leader? Not the quote. You gave some random weird
random
source
weird
there.
quote. I can source
Number two,
exactly where
no
it's from.
answer.
I
No
can
quote.
source it.
No quote from a.
He's got close.
Come on.
Number three,
Come on.
what is
Don't
a
be
good
afraid here.
one second. No, what
be
is a good
scared, come on.
strategy
Just a
to
kid.
take over Hamas? No
I'm
answer.
really sorry,
How
but
many
I'm gonna go
Hamas?
with-
Can you allow him to finish
How
his
many
speech?
Hamas operatives are there? No answer. What is the proportion of the Hamas operatives who have been killed? No answer. My dear friend, can I please recommend something? We do. Are you a Muslim, sir?
I am.
On Wednesdays we do live streams.
We'll have a discussion.
Absolutely, because I think you are a sensible man. I really get to the bottom of many things that we've spoken of right now. Operation, one second. I am a very genuine man. It's really hard to stay on focus. You tried to stay on focus and at least answered some of the questions very honestly. So I really appreciate what you've done so far. Only at the end, I think you made things up and you even gave a strategy to your friend. But Wednesday, 8 p.m., we do
I'll
lunch.
try not to get people saying to people don't get triggered. Let's have a sensible
Absolutely, that's a good point.
And let's both, you're Christian, I'm Muslim. Let's just let's pray for the innocent people.
Absolutely.
Would you
Completely
that?
agree.
You pray
Innocent
for the
lives being lost is a
innocent Jewish,
tragic
Christian,
affair.
Muslim, wherever they are. Let's all pray for them. Let's just. What I do think-
Innocent lives
let's
being
stop-
lost is a tragic thing.
Of course, it has,
I want the
it has to be
war.
filled. It has to be filled.
I want the war to get to an end. I want the war. Believe it or not, I want the war to get to an end ASAP. But the frank reality that I find is Hamas still are at large, and this is my problem. And like you rightly said, you don't have a strategy to deal with this. In which case, Israel has a huge issue still. So can we please catch up? Wednesday, 8 p.m. YouTube Operation Stephen. Stephen with the PH. Could I expect you there?
I don't want to commit to it because I think this is I'm a football fan, so I'm a football fan, so I think this it's to do with the Premiership title race.
Don't worry.
But if not, speak to someone probably a bit more knowledgeable than me. I'm not the most knowledgeable on this.
Problem
but I
is,
can
when
see
you're
I'm
not
a-
knowledgeable, you should
No,
not.